And gosh, we got people coming in from literally around the world. Man, I am stoked because it is 2024. A new year is completely upon us. All right, so listen, with that said, we got a powerful meeting ahead of you, and I want to just help give all of you some healthy expectations of what to expect today. All right, so hopefully you know who I am. I am Sarah Hein, also known as one of the pioneers here at Amare Global, and it is just an honor to show up with you today. So let's get started, all right? All righty, so with that said, I'm just gonna get my screen here. I wanna first of all do a huge thank you to all of you. You all in the last couple of weeks, we came and put this together very last minute, and look at, you guys showed up. And we know that everyone has busy lives and life is full. You have kids events, you have events, you have fur baby events, like life is full. But here you are. Because our prayer for you today is that this is your moment, the one moment where something resonates with you to make a decision in your life that could change the whole course of your life. I also want to do a huge shout out to every single speaker that is going to be on here today. Let me tell you, I want you right now to just reach out to your upline because they either shared this link with you and encourage you to come on here, or if any of these speakers are your upline, thank them. They relentlessly work hard behind the scenes for you. Do you know how much money people would have to spend for the type of coaching we have here at Amare? And you guys get it for free. Do you know how many companies do not have top leaders that come together, collaborate, work together, share their ideas? It is so rare what we have here. We came together and said, you know what? Let's put together a crusher killer meeting to kick off your new year. And we took polls, surveys of what you wanted, all right? And we're going to deliver it for you today. Can I give some love and a shout out for that? So all these leaders are on here today. Thank you. Thank them. All right, let's get started. So here's your expectations. First of all, this training obviously is going to be recorded. And so what I want to encourage each and every one of you is how you maximize today and how you get the most out of today is this. What got you here today at this point in your business isn't going to get you to where you want to go. And so I want to encourage each and every one of you to dig deep today in the next 2 hours. Listen to these speakers, go through what they're saying and think, am I doing this? Is this something I need to skill or scale up on? And then go back and listen to this recording to that speaker over and over and over and over again, okay? That's really the purpose of this recording. It's for you because hearing one thing one time will mean nothing if you don't let it seep into your soul and become it and get into action, okay? Each speaker only has 15 minutes, so they're obviously not going to be able to cover everything. So if you've identified a roadblock that you want to skill and scale up on, make sure you reach out to your upline today. Make sure you reach out to them and say, hey, this is my commitment to my business, to your business for 2024, that I am going to crush it, okay? All right, so I am your first speaker today. I'm going to dive right in because the topic that I was asked to speak on is something that is really near and dear to my heart, and it's a legacy mindset. And a legacy mindset allows you to be 100% more successful than the average person in network marketing. So who doesn't want to be average? Who is here to be extraordinary? Drop in the chat box a 100 if that is you, okay? Because here's the deal. If we all look back, each and every one of us, at all of our lives, we've all had a moment, one moment in our life where we had to make a decision. And that decision changed the course of our life. 6 years ago, I made a decision to come here. I made a decision to come here and literally change my career because I saw a vision. I saw what could be here at Amare. And because of that one decision, then other people came. Because those other people came, all of you today are here. Each and every one of you are here because that decision. So today is the day that you get to make a decision. And what I want to encourage all of you is to dig deep in a legacy mindset. What is a legacy mindset? It's two things. It's learning how to build a foundation that will last generationally, taking intentional steps to achieve that goal. And it involves focusing on long-term residual income and the steps that it's going to take to achieve that target. What a legacy mindset is not, and feel free to screenshot any of these. What a legacy mindset is not, is it doesn't compare to others. Listen, some people, what they're going to accomplish in 10 days, what somebody will take 10 years. It depends on the experience that you've had when you've started, your relationship equity that you've built up over your lifetime, and the consistency that you put into it over a period of time in your work ethic. Too many times I see people compare themselves to others. I was at a company for 22 years, never even hit the rank of diamond. Do you guys know that? Never hit the rank of diamond, ever. But I came here, I had a little bit of experience, and something exploded inside me. Beck, I know, is another person. She was at that company with me. We didn't hit diamond. We were like the middle of the line. And look at us now. Now we're the top of the industry. So you cannot compare yourself to anyone else. What a legacy mindset is also not is short-sighted. It's not a quick fix. And it certainly does not have shiny object syndrome. A legacy mindset is focused on really intentional, deliberate steps. So in today's chatter online, it's all about multiple streams of income. And yes, that's smart, but you have to understand most people, if they don't have one really strong income, a stream of income, they're most certainly not going to get three more going at the same time. And so I want to take you down a little bit of like reality, a reality check of what the average job is. Did you know that the average job out there right now only receives a 1 to 3% raise per year, if lucky? Did you know that? And they have zero control over if they get a raise and how much it's going to be. And their workload always remains the same or likely increases as they climb the ladder. How many of you look back at jobs you've had or maybe jobs you have currently where you got a raise, but it wasn't worth the workload that came with it? Drop a 10 in the chat box if you've experienced that. And then it affected your stress levels and your lifestyle. Now, this is mind-blowing to me because did you know that the median annual household income, so that's multiple jobs between one or two people, is only $68,700? Google it. I mean, this is what you'll find. The median per person annual income is $35,000 to $45,000. That's the average job. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that you guys are able to see what you really have in front of you, because so often people don't see this. So did you know, let's talk Amari, let's talk a couple of our ranks. Did you know that in the industry of network marketing, that the top 18% get to the rank of gold? How many of you are the rank of gold here? Drop gold in the chat box if you are the rank of gold. I want to celebrate you right now because listen, that's an average of $2,000 a month, $24,000 a year. For a side hustle, that is some serious extra income. And in 4 years, that's $96,000. Now, I want to share this with you. Did you know that in order to make $2,000 a month in dividends, in stock dividends, stock investments, you'd have to have $800,000 invested? Think about that. So if you're a rank of gold and you don't feel enough, listen, I want you to screenshot this, give yourself a pat on the back and realize you have created an investment in your financial portfolio of over $800,000 and you're not even realizing it. That's exciting. Who's excited about that? If you're brand new, look what you could do here. In my 27-year career of network marketing, did you know I have witnessed so many people that just got to the rank of gold in this industry and maintained it for 20 years. Can you imagine the amount of money that they made from a little side hustle that they consistently put in time year after year? Look at the rank of leader. $3,000 a month is an average And the top in the industry, which I just find so interesting, is 5% of our industry gets to the rank of leader. Who's leader in the chat box? Let's celebrate you. You're making $36,000 a year in this side hustle in your affiliate marketing program. In over 4 years, it's $144,000. To earn $3,000 per month in stock dividends, you'd have to have approximately 1.2 million invested. Most will never see that. This little side hustle thing, look what it could do for you if you became intentional. Now think about this. A 3% raise on a $36,000 a year job would be about an extra $1,080 a year. Did you realize you could make that by hitting the rank of silver? When I started to learn numbers and I started to learn the strategies around it, I became more intentional and I realized the beautiful opportunity that we all get here in this industry of affiliate marketing, social selling, network marketing. It's pretty cool. Now I'm going to take you up a notch. I want to talk about diamond. In this industry, only 1% hit that. And I think we have to be really realistic about it. Sometimes we feel like such failures if we don't hit the rank of diamond. Remember, now I'm not saying this is for everybody. Everyone's different. You never compare. But my story is I was a 22-year diamond in the making. I never hit it for 22 years. But I changed. A different opportunity came for me. I skilled and scaled up. And when it did that, it happened fast. The average diamond here at Amari makes $12,000 per month. That's $144,000 a year. Over 4 years, that's $576,000. Over 10 years, that's $1.4 million. To earn $12,000 in stock dividends, you'd have to have over $5 million invested. And that's very conservative because if you've got broker fees, trading fees, I mean, that, you guys, that is a very conservative number. Most people would have to have even more. That makes sense? So listen, the reason why I wanted to share a legacy mindset here for you is it's time. It's time for you to make a decision, to make it your mile marker moment in your life. And that really comes down to what your personal goal is. So often I'll hear people say, I'm just not going to focus on the strategies or the structure or the PV or the numbers. I'm just going to focus on the people. Now, that's not a terrible mindset because absolutely you want to focus on the people. Absolutely. But if you do not know where you're headed and where you want to go, you're never, ever going to get there. I want to encourage all of you today is to become your own CEOs. And I'm going to walk you through a few things that I highly recommend. And I know many of you have seen this before, but here's what I also know. Many of you aren't doing these steps that I'm about to show you. I want to encourage all of you to get these 2 pieces of resources. Reach out to the person that brought you here. They're going to show you where to get the income disclosure statement and the Amari commissions overview. What I did is I had these 2 things out in front of me all the time. I was constantly reviewing them, especially the Amari commissions overview. I had to understand each rank. I had to literally memorize the volume requirements, the structural requirements. I had to know exactly where I was headed. I had to become an expert in each rank. If you do not know what it takes to get to that next rank, hey, that is a red flag for you to understand. That's what you're missing. If you start to become a student of this, you're going to know exactly what you have to do, exactly where you need to head. Okay? So for goal setting for 2024 financially, these are the 4 steps I want to encourage all of you to take. I'm going to recommend that you all screenshot this right now. Number 1 is you want to identify the monthly income for the next year. I love to do it quarterly. So Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. You want to take a look at, is your goal to make $1,000 in Q1? Maybe it's $1,500 or $2,000 in Q2. Maybe it's $3,000 by Q4. By the end of the year, in a year from now, maybe you want to be making $4,000 a year. There is no right or wrong goal. It depends on your lifestyle. It depends on what you want or how bad you want it. But you've got to understand then what rank and what your business will look like in order to get there. Because then you're going to understand the structure and you're going to understand what you're going to have to do. And that's number two. Number three is knowing specific qualities you are looking for in brand partners. How many of you have struggled with finding the right brand partner? One of the greatest lessons I learned in number three was this. Somebody who just wants to get their products paid for, that person is very important to my business, very important, for their life, right? To help them get where they want to go. But I don't count that as a solid leg of mine. That's not a leg that's going to really go somewhere and really help somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Super important to know that. So be specific in the qualities you're looking for. If you look back at my example of the leadership that I have, look at all the people that are going to speak today. They are all people that wanted and were hungry for career incomes. They wanted to make at least 2 or 3,000 a month, or 5,000, or 10,000. They were all people that were problem solvers. When things got tough, they didn't quit. The leaders you're about to hear speak, there is not one of them that's a quitter. That's why I have asked them to be here today. Know what you're looking in brand partners, because too many times we've wasted precious life and precious time working with the wrong people. It's not about being judgmental. It is about being smart business owners. And last but not least, set aside time in your schedule every month to review your numbers. Is your action and the income producing activities that you are doing matching your goals? I always look on the 15th of every month. Where am I at? Where is my team at? Who's behind? Who's ahead? Who needs some help? Are their goals being matched? Do you do this every month? In 6 years, I've never stopped doing these 4 steps. And look at how our life has changed. So I want to share an example, a prime example of somebody who did this. It's Andrea Clark. Andrea Clark shifted her mindset. She always had a strong work ethic. When she came here from day one, she had a strong work ethic. But something shifted in her. She was struggling. She was looking at everybody else and she was thinking that she wasn't growing fast enough because she was stuck at platinum. And when she worked on her mindset, things shifted. And back then, when GBX Fit came out, a new launch came up, she just simply showed up differently. Look what happened within 2 weeks. She went from 35,000 volume a month to 85,000 volume. 2 months after that, she blew past Diamond and had over 150,000 monthly volume. Now, I know there's a few of you right now thinking, yeah, but she had network marketing experience. And so right away, you're thinking that that's not possible. Listen, if you don't have experience, remember what I said before, the mindset of a legacy mindset doesn't compare. Imagine if you shifted your thinking today and skilled and scaled up and just showed up differently, like Andrea did. Imagine if you did a quarter of what she did. Can you imagine where your business would be? Look at just a few months, what happened to her. So here's what I'm going to tell you is I'm going to bring on Andrea Clark next, okay? And Andrea Clark, who is just an outstanding leader, Andrea Clark is going to share with you how to relaunch yourself, how to onboard a new person, some basic steps. Get back on the horse. Take notes, right? I want to encourage every single one of you. There is a new product launch coming in Nashville. Imagine if this was your Andrea Clark moment where you decided, I don't like being stuck at whatever rank you're at. I'm ready to get back on the horse, right? I agree with Ashley. Andrea is fire. So Andrea, are you there? I'm going to turn it over to you, Andrea. And I'm super stoked for you to show everybody what you did launching people to blow up your business.